Alright, let's do this. Time to review Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire. What is the purpose of the X in the title? Like, is it supposed to be pronounced Godzilla x Kong, Godzilla and Kong, Godzilla times Kong? Like, seriously, why an X? If it's Godzilla and Kong, shouldn't it just be an ampersand instead of an X? Why an X? Is it supposed to look cool or something? Already I'm annoyed by this movie. Maybe the X is supposed to be silent. Anyway, hey up guys. Today's movie I'm going to be discussing on the channel is the newest film in this MonsterVerse franchise, Godzilla. I'm just going to say Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire. Yeah, the X doesn't make any sense to me. This film is directed by Adam Wingard, who directed the previous Godzilla vs. Kong movie. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the 5th film in the MonsterVerse universe. This is one of those cinematic universes where I'm honestly not all that invested in. Out of all 5 of these movies, I've only seen one other film, and that was the first film, the Godzilla movie that Gareth Edwards made. So some of you might be wondering, Luke, why are you watching and reviewing this film if you've not seen most of the other previous movies? The answer is simple, my friends. I got a free ticket to a screening and I thought, why not? Or maybe it's because I've recently seen Godzilla -1, which I absolutely loved. It kind of renewed my faith in the idea of a good modern Godzilla movie. Perhaps a little part of me was thinking, if the Japanese version can be great, maybe the American version could be passable. But yeah, coming hot off the heels of a critically acclaimed and Oscar-winning Godzilla -1, the first ever Godzilla movie to be nominated and win an Oscar, this film was always gonna have difficulty filling the Godzilla-sized claw prints that film left in its wake. But yeah, going into this movie, I suspected it wasn't gonna be anywhere near as good as Godzilla -1. But you know what? I gave it an honest shot, and my suspicions were absolutely right. Godzilla x Kong is trash compared to Godzilla -1. The major difference between these two is that I would say Godzilla -1 is a film, you know, it's art. Whereas Godzilla x Kong, the New Empire, this is very much a leave your brain at the door movie. It's 2 hours of silliness. It's pure popcorn entertainment. And you know what? That's okay. Not every piece of media needs to be art. Not every film needs to have a deep message or get you thinking or change your perspective on a topic or issue. Films can be made simply to help an audience escape. And I'll say, Adam Wingard succeeds in doing that. I had an alright time watching this movie because I didn't expect too much from it. I didn't take it seriously. Going into this film, I set my expectations to low. So I did end up appreciating it as sort of mind-numbing sort of way. Two ancient titans, Godzilla and Kong, clash in an epic battle as a group of humans embark on a journey to Hollow Earth to answer a mysterious distress call. That's pretty much all you need to know in terms of plot. So what's good about this film? Well, to say I had absolutely zero knowledge of the events that transpired in the last 3 of these movies, it wasn't exactly challenging for me to keep up with the plot. It's also not boring, like it moves at such a fast pace and there's always something bombastic or ridiculous going on the screen, so it did hold my attention. And director Adam Wingard does a good job of crafting this goofy, bonkers tone, which I think was a smart move for a dumb movie, because this movie really does lean into the stupidity, okay? This is 2 hours of suspending your disbelief. In this film, you've got King Kong setting booby traps, trees eating people, an anti-gravity action set piece, as well as King Kong feeling his Tony Stark fantasy when he puts on his Iron Man glove and starts punching other creatures with it. So yeah, the film takes no half measures when it comes to the absurdity. So yeah, this film knows exactly what it wants to be, and I give it points for just embracing it. The performances are fine, everybody looks like they're having fun. As human characters, they all seem to be very aware that they are just supporting players to the monsters. Brian Tyree Henry, always the professional, he brings a surprising amount of effort and gravitas to the role of documentary filmmaker and podcaster Bernie. He's not phoning it in when a lot of other actors probably would. Dan Stevens' character Trapper is whatever the movie needs him to be in any given moment. Whether it's comic relief or a dentist/surgeon to these massive monsters or a maverick fighter pilot. Yeah, he's definitely a jack of all trades whilst also having the cocksure swagger of Han Solo, as well as the laid-back zen energy of a guru, as well as the fashion sense of Ace Ventura, but I can't take credit for that because another character points out in the movie. Rebecca Hall was good as Dr. Eileen Andrews. She has some cute moments with her surrogate daughter Gia, played by Kaylee Hottle. But really, Rebecca Hall's character's #1 job in this movie is delivering exposition and information to the audience. Not lying, pretty much all of her dialogue is her explaining to other characters and us, the audience, just exactly what is going on. She is a conduit character here to explain and translate all the nonsense that is occurring on screen. And God bless Hall, because she actually does commit to it. But again, nobody is watching this movie for the actors involved, okay? Everybody is here for the monsters. To watch CGI creatures punch, bite and dismember other CGI creatures whilst also destroying landmarks and monuments in the process. Yeah, this film takes a bat to Rome, Rio, and the pyramids in Egypt. The film does deliver on the spectacle. I mean, I was very aware that I was watching a lot of CGI punching a lot of other CGI for 2 hours, and there was some cool camera work in this, particularly in the action set piece where the gravity gets turned off. It kind of had me doing this as I was watching it, you know, craning my neck. As for negatives, at the end of the day, this is still a blockbuster that is relying on standard tropes and techniques which do feel a little tired. There's a lot of slow-mo in this, multiple sky beams in the finale, and there's so many conveniences in the story. There were so many times in this where Glenn and I turned to each other and just went, well, that was lucky. Very lucky indeed. Okay. Yeah, this film is taking a lot of liberties with logic, but if you're coming into a Godzilla Kong movie looking for logic, then you, my friend, are the idiot, okay? It's not the movie, it's you. All right, let's ask the 3 questions. Firstly, would I watch it again? I don't have any desire to add this movie to my collection, but I could see myself watching it again someday. Might be like a fun movie to watch with friends on a movie night. Question 2, do I recommend it for you guys? If you want 2 hours of mind-numbing visual effects porn, then yeah, this is the movie for you. And third question, what score would I give it out of 10? This film might not have the substance or meaningful character work of Godzilla -1, but it is an action-packed movie that is entertaining in a stupid kind of way. I went into it with low expectations and ended up having an alright time with it. So I'm gonna give Godzilla and Kong, The New Empire, a score of 5 out of 10. But as always, guys, it's just one bloke's opinion. I would love to hear from you. Have you seen this movie? If you have, what do you make of it? How does it rank for you in this MonsterVerse franchise? Let me know in that comment section below. If you guys have enjoyed this video, help me out by hitting the little thumbs up button. If you want more movie, TV, and Oscars related content, don't forget to click subscribe. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. For more things related to movies, TV, the Oscars, and popcorn culture, I'm Luke Hearfield, and I'll see you next time.